We are taught to treat money like physics. We learn formulas, study interest rates, and try to apply strict mathematical laws to our bank accounts. But beneath all those clean numbers lies a factor that is often much harder to quantify: human behavior. Author Morgan Housel spent years analyzing this disconnect between what we know and how we act. He compiled his findings into a report read by over 1 million people, which eventually became a book praised by legendary investors like Howard Marks, The Psychology of Money. In his research, he noticed a strange recurring pattern. Highly educated financial executives with brilliant minds frequently face catastrophic public bankruptcies. Meanwhile, ordinary blue-collar workers with no financial training whatsoever sometimes pass away, leaving behind multi-million-dollar fortunes. To understand why this happens, we need to look at 5 specific rules of money psychology that Hauser lays out. These rules suggest that doing well with money is a soft skill, one where how you behave can be more significant than what you know. Rule 1. Finance is a soft skill. When highly intelligent people treat money purely as a hard science, they often ignore the role of emotions. This creates a trap where ego dictates their financial choices, leading to decisions that look smart on a spreadsheet but fail in the real world. Consider Richard Viscone, a successful financial executive with a Harvard degree who took on massive debt and was forced into bankruptcy. Contrast his story with Ronald Read. Read spent his life working as a gas station attendant and a janitor. When he died, he left behind an estate worth over $8 million. Hauser saw this ego trap firsthand while working as a valet. One frequent guest was a brilliant technology executive who had patented key Wi-Fi components in his 20s. Despite his genius, he walked around with a thick stack of $100 bills, loudly bragging about his wealth to anyone who would listen, a performance that signaled deep insecurity rather than financial mastery. Rule 2. Luck and risk are siblings. While we often credit success entirely to hard work, many outcomes are influenced by forces that have nothing to do with individual effort. Take Bill Gates. His success is legendary, but his story includes a massive statistical anomaly. In 1968, he attended Lakeside School in Seattle, one of the only high schools in the entire world that had a computer. While millions of other teenagers were studying traditional subjects, Gates had access to an early teletype terminal. This exceptionally rare head start gave him thousands of hours of programming experience before he even reached college. Because luck often masks the true causes of extreme success, trying to replicate the exact path of an outlier billionaire usually fails. We get much closer to actionable lessons by looking for broad, repeatable patterns of behavior. Rule 3 involves the secret power of compounding. Our brains naturally think in linear terms, making it incredibly difficult to grasp exponential growth. If you map out adding 9 eighths, the line slowly ticks to 72. But multiply 9 eighths, intuition fails. The line instantly rockets off the scale, hitting over 134 million. We consistently underestimate what small investments achieve over decades. Rule 4 is knowing when you have enough. The hardest financial skill to master is getting the goalpost to stop moving once you start making money. Bernie Madoff is a cautionary tale of this lack of control. He ran a legitimate, highly successful market-making business that generated huge wealth, yet he threw it away to chase more money through a massive fraud. Or consider Rajat Gupta, a corporate executive worth nearly $100 million. He resorted to insider trading just to increase a net worth that was already more than enough to cover any reasonable need. Risking what you already have and need for what you don't have and don't need can eventually destroy your most invaluable assets, your personal reputation, and your own freedom. Rule 5 is understanding the true purpose of saving. You actually do not need a specific purchase goal, like a car or a house, to justify saving money. Housel argues that building wealth is more about your ego than your income. If you can find a way to care less about what others think, your desire for status symbols fades. When you desire less, you spend less, and wealth becomes a natural byproduct of your own self-discipline. Maintaining that discipline is difficult because our biology works against us. The psychologist Daniel Kahneman explains that market downturns cause even the smartest people to panic because of a concept called loss aversion. Our brains evolved to treat threats as vastly more urgent than opportunities. Today, that ancient instinct for survival means that a financial loss feels twice as painful as a financial gain feels good. Saving money without a specific purchase in mind buys a psychological shield. It gives you the flexibility to stay calm when those evolutionary instincts tell you to panic. To recap, master your behavior over the math. Respect the hidden power of luck. Trust in long-term compounding. Stop moving the goalposts. And save to buy your own independence. Take a moment to think about your own financial stress. Are the struggles you face right now actually a math problem, or are they an emotional control problem? Let me know what you conclude in the comments below, and tell me which book you want to see summarized next. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more.